the best thing about being on Skype, you don't know that I'm not wearing pants. It is so cool.
Welcome to the All Things Fun Vidcast. I'm your host, Ed Evans. I'm here with my co-host, Allison Squirrel Girl Eckel, and Glenn, stay off of my lawn, I'm on Skype, Walker. And we're all kind of recovering from our Avengers vs. X-Men #1 launch event last night.
Wow. Do not give Allison pineapple juice.
Now, the best part about today's show is that when we talk, we can talk over Glenn this week. Just going to be great.
I'm so happy about that.
Now, Glenn is away and he's on a choppy internet feed, so I might have to bring him back and forth a couple times during the show. But don't forget, here it is, Wednesday morning. You can come out and get Avengers vs. X-Men #1. Great book.
If you didn't get it last night.
If you didn't get it last night, Tuesday night at a launch party, then you can come on out and pick it up. Avengers vs. X-Men #1 from Marvel. Very cool. Come pick it up today if you didn't get it last night. So what else do we have going on today?
You're not hungover. Yeah. I said if you're not hungover yet.
If you're not hungover.
Well, and yeah. Did you want to continue with Marvel goodness?
Sure, let's do it.
I don't have any.
Oh, with Marvel goodness. Now, tell you what. Let's flip the coin here. Let's jump over to DC a little bit.
Oh, all right.
All right, get that
That I
rolling.
have.
So
Yes.
let's get started with. Tell you what. Let's go with the A's. This week we've got Animal Man #8.
So you're going to go in alphabetical order. I have Action Comics.
Damn it all!
But go ahead, Animal Man, go for it.
It's Buddy and Maxine
Yes.
fighting the Rot in the 103, man.
So that's very cool.
Father and daughter superheroing.
Nice.
Gotta love that.
Well, since we've
Quality
already
parenting time.
That's right. Since we already messed up alphabetical order, let's talk about the other really cool 52 title, Swamp Thing #8.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you got for me is yeah.
No. Seriously, they're also against the Rot, who are the new big bads in the horror DC universe. But we also have a brand new warrior form for Swamp Thing. He's like armored and wings and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a rocking cover. They weren't going to let us see it in the. You're showing it there, right?
I am.
Okay. Can I see it?
No.
But all y'all can see it.
All
But the
y'all.
Swamp Thing is looking fearsome. Yeah.
There you go.
He's over there.
You don't see that best too.
Yeah, Glenn is not actually away. He's just sitting off camera. He's very embarrassed this week.
He's not wearing
And we also
pants,
have a
apparently.
sensational new trade.
Well, yeah, reprint. Saga
Yeah.
Swamp Thing Book 1. Alan Moore, his Swamp Thing is back in stock. It's been out of stock for a while. So this...
It's the book that put Alan Moore on the map with these.
Absolutely. And this is the first volume, and eventually they'll be bringing back all 6 volumes of the run. So this is very cool. So this is from his run in 1983.
Ed, is the Justice League story in that edition?
Is the Justice League story in this edition? Even away, you do that to me. That's great. I had a chance to talk over you, and I didn't.
Still find some random obscure question to ask Ed that
That's
we
right.
did not prepare for.
Well, at the time, it was considered one of the best Justice League stories ever written. It was kind of like these gods up in orbit, looking down on Earth going, hey, somebody else will handle it. But it's really cool, and that's why I'm asking, is it in that edition?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Does not say on the back that cool Justice League story is in here.
I saw Etrigan as you were flipping through,
Yes,
but I
he's
didn't
in
see
here.
anybody else.
No other Justice League members. No. So, not in this book, but soon in one of the other volumes that are collected.
Well, the Demon is in that one, and also Lex Luthor is in that one, correct?
Could be Rabbit.
Okay. Gotta keep you on your toes, Ed.
Why do we have him on the show?
Oh, this must be the only time we do this experiment.
That's right.
What else? Do you want to continue with what?
Sure. Let's tell you what. Let's.
Round to a halt. Let's,
Yeah, I want to find something that Glenn doesn't know anything about. Let's go with Red Lanterns #8.
Is that a challenge?
The Bloodbath on Planet
Challenge
Rage
accepted.
is out this week. All right, what do you have over there, Miss Allison?
I have Action Comics. This says to battle Brainiac for the fate of Metropolis. Yes. I'm so busy reading so many other things this morning I haven't actually opened this one. But this is a title that I find consistently awesome. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I mean they set up a cool Kandor type situation. Metropolis got captured in a bottle last month. So we're just kind of waiting to see what's going on now.
I'm a little behind.
Yeah, and Superman
This
battled.
is the big conclusion, right?
Yep, yeah, it's the big bad battle. So we'll see where this goes.
Oh wow. the Brainiac monster thing is really cool.
Yeah, so we've been waiting on this one, so this is going to be a great issue.
Awesome. That's the big awesome. We also have Green Arrow number 8.
My mom always said.
It's the new creative team, came on board last month. I'm not quite, I haven't quite connected with it yet. I'm going to continue to try. So there's that. Here we go, Glenn, Stormwatch number 8. Did you hear that? Okay. It's, yeah.
Well, they're still fighting the gravity miners.
Yes, for the life of Apollo, 3 against the gravity miners. So there we go.
We're going to find out some big secret about the Martian Manhunter and how he can save us all.
That's right. They set that up somehow in last issue. No one knew what was going on except for the Martian Manhunter, and he started, rolling in some kind of secret plan, not telling any of his teammates what was going on. And hopefully in this issue we'll find out what the story is with that.
Awesome.
It could be the reason he's in Stormwatch as well.
Right.
Yeah, there has to be a reason why he's on both teams. He's on both teams? No, he's not on the other team yet. See, I'm still playing. Wait, am I pre-52 or post-52 or
in
TV
the first
show?
issue, they acknowledge he was in the Justice League.
They do,
Okay.
Yeah.
but not at the moment.
Right, because the Justice League timeline hasn't quite caught up to
Right,
present.
and laid out. No, Justice League is present with the latest couple issues. It's caught up. You just
Okay.
don't know what happened in between the first arc and the second.
Okay.
I think we find out in the next issue what's happened between. Am I correct?
It's coming up, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So, moving on. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Batman Detective Comics. This is one that I'm not reading. Historically, the visuals have been a little jarring for me, and this one's a little bloody, but it wasn't too bad flipping through. I'm sure it's an awesome story,
Yeah, Tony Daniel's been doing a really good job on Batman Detective.
but it's a little bloody for my taste. So there's that. We have, what is this, Night Force, number 2?
Glenn?
Night Force, Marv Wolfman, not Marvel fan. Marv Wolfman's book from the 80s. It's kind of a vampire task force military unit. Baron Winters works it out of his mansion in New York that's like a time travel TARDIS-like mansion. I have not read the new edition of it yet, but I have heard some good reviews.
Same here. Some good stuff coming out of it, but I knew Glenn would have the history for us.
Yes. It's not for kids.
No.
Flipping through that
Yes,
one.
no.
I don't know. Let's see. Also, we've got, well, do you want to do these?
Sure.
That's some Glenn work, too.
Okay. I was like, was that my pile or your pile?
Well, it's Glenn's pile.
Glenn's pile. All right, Glenn.
I have a pile. No, I have notes. What are you talking about?
So here, Glenn, tell us about Justice League International number 8.
Justice League International number 8. Enter Nightwing, exit Batman.
Enter Batwing.
Batwing, whatever.
That'd be awesome if it were Nightwing.
But trust me, I hope Batwing is as cool in JLI as he is in his own book.
Cool.
Also out this week is his own book.
Batwing number 8.
Yeah, the Battle with Massacre comes to Gotham, featuring Batman, Robin, and Nightwing. And we find out the secret of Massacre.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. So this is also the conclusion of that storyline. I'm not reading JLI, but I'm wondering, is Batwing coming to the United States for good?
Well,
Because I kind of
story.
like him in his own country.
Right. Oh, we'll have to read the story and find out.
I also really liked the Kingdom, but of course they're all dead.
There's
But
that.
I really dug that idea a lot.
Well, and
Look
speaking
at the flashback book.
of things coming to an end, you've also got Men of War number 8. Why is this one special?
I'm so sad this is going away, and
And you're
this
not alone.
issue,
I've heard
this
that.
issue, there's nothing like any of the other issues. I believe it's a whole new creative team. I wish we had more of this. You've got Frankenstein fighting World War II on 2 different fronts, teaming up with the GI robot to fight a Axis secret weapon.
That sounds very cool. And it's
This
written
is
by
a
Jeff
book.
Lemire.
This is kind of war book I want to see. Not necessarily like an all-star squadron type book, but 1 or 2 heroes in a war situation. That's what I want to see.
Maybe that's more of what we'll get with the next title that picks up after Men of War, right? What's it?
In fact, I'm sure you will. That's the direction they're going in. Haunted Tank and Unknown Soldier, and they're bringing a little more of that stuff in. And so that's very cool. But fans of the mystical stuff should check this out, even though it's the last issue, because this is our guy from this is our guy from Animal Man, who took up the writing.
Jeff Meyer.
Yep. All right.
Jeff, my new favorite writer.
Your new favorite writer. He's doing Men of War number 8. All right. So what else do we have?
We also have the end of OMAC number 8. And we have Static Shock number 8. And Hawk and Dove number 8. These are all the ones that end this week.
Allison, did
Yes.
you read that?
Did I read OMAC?
You did?
No, I read OMAC
Yeah.
number 1.
I
And
kept
then
up with him.
stopped.
Okay. I
I
read
didn't
the
get it. I didn't get it.
the synopsis for it. Said it's Brother Eye versus Checkmate.
Which is very
And
cool.
I'm wondering what Checkmate is like in the new DC 52.
Ah.
They've actually had Checkmate's made a couple appearances.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so it's actually alarmingly familiar. Not a lot different yet.
All right.
So they haven't given us
Okay,
that.
that's what I was curious about.
Cool.
Okay, so Checkmate lives on.
To jump into your Vertigo, you got sitting over there, Ferris.
Yes.
Ooh, Vertigo.
Yeah, from the pages of Fables, we have Ferris, number 2.
Which is very cool.
Very cool. I'm very excited about this one. Number 1 was awesome, and even though it's called Fairest, it seemed like it was going to be about the ladies, and a lady didn't appear in the book in number 1 until halfway through. So, guys, don't be turned off. It continues to be awesome.
Hooked me.
It's not a chick book.
Yeah.
Oh, did Glenn? What?
Hooked him.
Number 1 hooked me, and I went back to reading some of the older Fable books.
A convert. He's been converted.
And I ain't no chick.
That's right. This is a consistently awesome book. And the Fables series is awesome, so check this out too.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, we've already talked about Avengers X-Men number 1, which you got to check out, but let's also hit some other Marvel books before I move into Indie Land. So this has been fun. Amazing Spider-Man 683, Ends of the Earth. Dan Slott is back. Spider-Man's in a cool costume.
Hey, it's
what could
Spider-Man
be
and the
wrong?
Avengers versus Dr. Octopus and the Sinister Six. Yeah, baby.
Very cool
And
read.
the thing is, I'm not sure, because I haven't read it yet, but isn't there something, their moral problem there that maybe they're not sure what they're fighting for?
Yeah, because it turns out that Doc Ock's big scheme from the last issue may not be so bad. He basically does something and kind of is almost trying to help the world out. So
Yeah, the vibe I heard is that it looks like a madman taking over the world and saying this is how it's going to be, and apparently the world is like, well, that's okay.
yeah, they're like, hey, maybe that's not so bad. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. And now Daredevil 10.1. This is Wade's run on Daredevil.
Jumping on point, if you're not reading Mark Waid's Daredevil, get on it now. I think I froze.
Nope, you're still there.
Crap.
Oh.
We're losing.
We should remind him that when he freezes, we can still hear him. But yes, Mark Waid's Daredevil 10.1, a great jumping in point. Definitely want to check that out. Glenn will be right back with us in a few minutes. So until that, we should get as much done as we can so he comes back and be like, we're done. Yeah. So, no, I can't do that one. Oh, he's back pretty quick. He's back really fast.
Hey,
Welcome back to the show.
did you mention Mark Waid?
Yes. We mentioned Mark
Did you
Waid.
mention the Daredevil Spider-Man Punisher crossover?
I did not
The
mention
Omega
that.
Effect. Starting that issue.
So definitely check it out. All right.
Okay.
Well, here's another one that you care about. Venom number 15, Rick Remender on Venom. But in this one, talks about his stint on the Secret Avengers. So it's a Secret Avengers crossover with Venom.
Yeah, Remender rocking both books.
Let's see what else we got here. Avengers Academy, number 28. This is kind of fun. War with the Runaways, part 2 of 2.
Guest starring the Runaways and Devil Dinosaur. Christopher Gage and Tom Rainey goodness.
Devil Dinosaur.
That's all I got.
We have the end of Fear Itself, the Fearless.
And you went away again.
Okay. Fear Itself, the Fearless, just in time for Avengers vs. X-Men to start. You've got the last issue of the 12/12 miniseries. We've got the Thunderbolts, Justice Like Lightning, 172. back. I can still hear you, Glenn. There you are.
Picture went by though.
It's all right. We've got the Hulk, Hulk number 50, Haunted Hulk, Part 1.
Is that Red Hulk or Green Hulk?
That is Red Hulk.
We thought he was gone.
He just flunks in, flunks out. He's gone again. Can't pay for this kind of stuff. This is comedy gold.
Best show ever.
This is best show ever.
Best show ever.
Best show ever. From Bendis, Ultimate Comics, All New Spider-Man, issue number 9. This has been a fun read, a really good read. Definitely worth checking out. Just comes in and out. That's hotel internet for you. Whew. Continue with my X books.
Coronado Springs, yeah.
You don't have to say that, Glenn.
You've got Age of Apocalypse. That's it. Just talk over Glenn. The Exterminated versus Cyclops, Age of Apocalypse number 2 has been a fun read. Definitely check that out. Wolverine and the X-Men, issue 8.
He's out.
He's been coming in and out.
Coming in and out.
Aww.
New Mutants, issue 40. and
You guys.
and the last issue of X Club 5 of 5, out this week.
And what do we know about X Club?
We don't talk
There
about
is no X
X-Club?
Club.
Don't talk about X Club.
I got it right.
You did.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Don't we have 2 trades from Marvel?
Maybe.
Well, we probably got more than 2, right?
Yeah. We sure do. So we
got
have
the Alpha Flight trade, which is excellent stuff from after, what was it? The last Marvel event, where everyone came back from the dead.
yes. This collects Alpha Flight 0.1, and then 1 through 4, which is Greg Pak's run on Alpha Flight. And this is actually a hardcover release.
And shrink.
Nice.
And shrink wrapped. That's right.
And then we've also got Avengers West Coast Assemble.
It's like he's picking stuff out of the middle of the pile.
You got
Yes.
the cover? You got the cover? Okay.
Avengers West Coast.
Well, I don't know why they're calling it Avengers West Coast. Maybe because they're alphabetizing. They went
Uh,
out there with the Avengers books.
well, that and it
But it's the West
also
Coast Avengers, and it's the origin of the team.
yeah. And it collects West Coast Avengers 1 through 4, the Iron Man Annual, and Avengers 250. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. That's a cool read. That's out in trade, and it kind of helps you get set up for the Avengers Solo miniseries is collected, Hawkeye, and this collects Avengers Solo 1 through 5. So it's got all kinds of cool stuff, but it's a cool Hawkeye story getting you ready for the Avengers movie coming out soon. Well, there's nothing there. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's jump back into some indie comics, shall we?
Yep.
All right. What do you have over there?
Let's see. I have. Where do I want to start? Oh, this is such fun. I have.
Glenn's
fanboys-
pouting.
What's what?
Glenn was pouting.
Glenn's pouting. Fanboys versus zombies. This will make you happy, Glenn. If he's still there.
He's still there?
Fanboys versus zombies
Check
number
one.
1. This is only $1. This is the best dollar that you can spend this week, I think.
I mean, except for food and
Well, no,
stuff.
I meant if you're going to spend just $1 and it's not on tolls to get to work or something like that, then this is tons of fun. This is at San Diego Comic-Con. You got a bunch of fanboys together. And their types, we could probably say, oh, that's just like this person or that person or that person. And then something goes horribly wrong with a food item and zombieism ensues. And it's bloody. It's not for kids, even though it looks like it could be from the cover. But it was fun and compelling, and I thought it was going to be terrible, and it was so much fun. I can't wait for number 2.
Nice.
How much is it again?
$1.
It's the best $7 you'll spend.
Yeah. All right, $7. It's depending upon where you live. In New Jersey, $7. What else do I have? I have from Dynamite, Voltron Year 1. They just started the Voltron comic not too long ago, and now we're doing another number 1.
Now here I do have a bone to pick with the Voltron Year 1. Voltron does not appear in this issue.
Okay, so this is all about the kids or the
It's
guys.
cool.
Voltron's all about personality, right?
Right. I want to
It's
see.
a character-driven drama.
Yes, I want to see lion robots and form it out to to destroy giant monsters and stuff. And that will be the next issue. They've set you up for that.
Okay.
It is very cool. You get to understand what's going on. It's a neat story. It's a lot of fun. You get to see the background of the Voltron Force. But Voltron, they're holding them back. They're saving that. You don't get to see that till later.
It's kind of like on The Simpsons. When are we going to get to the fireworks factory, right?
Where does he get this stuff?
Yes, exactly like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Brilliant number 3 from Bendis. And it took me a little while to figure out the different characters, because a couple of the characters in issues 1 and 2 looked similar, but they weren't using the names frequently enough for me to follow it. It's a really compelling story and setup, and I want to like this. But I have to say, there's 9 pages of letter column in the back of this book. So is it worth my $3.95? I want it to be worth my $3.95. I want more story and less letter column.
Well, anybody who reads Bendis books from his icon knows that that's part of his deal.
Yeah.
You get these crazy
I'm not
letter
okay
columns.
with that. It's $3.95. I want more story.
I got a question.
The letter
Yeah.
column.
I got a question.
Yes.
Who would you rather have text pages by, okay? The guy that does Savage Dragon, what's his name, Eric Larson?
Yep.
Or Brian Michael Bendis?
Would you rather lose a pinky or an arm? Why? You gotta give me more choices, Glenn.
Both do long letters pages.
Exactly. And in the world of internet and Twitter and Tumblr and Facebook pages and all that kind of thing, put the letter columns online and get them off the print. That's what I
Hey,
have to say.
speaking of Eric Larson, check out Supreme, issue 63. Alan Moore, Eric Larson. This picks up back where Supreme ended. Issue 62 this is issue 63. So for fans of Supreme from way back, which is essentially a dark, almost like a dark Superman character, a guy who can essentially do anything. The big argument was, if you could do anything and save the world, why don't you? Why don't you just pick a problem and solve it to the end? Well, most of the DC universe and even the Marvel universe, they go, well, I really can't get involved in human stuff. This guy's like, no, I have no such compulsion. So I'm going to find a problem and fix it all the way to the end. I'm going to see an attractive woman, and I'm going to use my powers and get to be with her. And yeah, so it's an interesting take on things. Of course, anybody knows Alan Moore knows he takes some interesting interesting choices and stories. So check it out. Supreme 63 is back.
They had a teaser.
It's brand new?
This issue is brand new. It takes off where Supreme ended.
They had a little teaser in previews a few months back, and it looked pretty cool. It looked like I might want to check that out.
Flashback or something.
Nope, it's a brand new story. Wow, this show's going on and on and on, huh?
Yeah, should we just go ahead for kids? Move on to kid stuff?
We'll tell you what.
Because we got to get
real
it wrapped
quick.
up?
Yep.
Oh, you got
real
sorry.
quick, Invincible 20.
Oh, you have indies too?
Yeah. Chew 25, just some stuff you can't live without. Spawn celebrates 20th anniversary, 218. The Boys 65.
The Boys. You got Butcher versus Homelander. We're moving in. It's the final 7 issues. The showdown between the Butcher and Homelander.
Incorruptible 28. Just keep on moving. All right, what do you have there for kids, real quick?
All right, real quick. I don't know if these are new, but they were new that I found them on the table. Here's issues 1 and 2 of Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, little comics, little hard-covered, not hard really, but cardboard stock, really great for kids. Scooby-Doo, where are you? We've got an issue and a trade out this week. We have Sonic the Hedgehog. We have a Toy Story comic. That's totally fun. We have a Simpsons trade. And hardcover, continuing this series of hardcover like picture books that go into some of the background of the characters. We had each of the characters that are out. This one is the team of the Avengers.
Very cool. And also this week, you've got the trade collection Archie Meets Kiss with gold foil on the cover.
Oh my word.
Gots to have that. And then that's the... and
Dina did a great visual for us.
yes, she did. We're way over time. Nicely Detailed Bundle of Trouble, Volume 35. And Amazing Spider-Man, The Return of Anti-Venom, Dan Slott's collection and trade. Wow, we're way over time. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We'll be back next week. Will you be back, Glenn? Just nod your head.
Yes, I'm still not wearing pants.
Excellent. We'll be back with no pants. Thanks again for a full list of all the comics I released. Hit our website, allthingsfun.net. We'll see you again next week.